Hello. Guys, welcome to Yerevan. It's my first time here, so I'm excited to share knowledge about TikTok. So let's get right to it. So I am the marketing director for AdTiger, and we're going to be talking about scaling your ads on TikTok. So there's going to be 4 key chapters for this talk. This is why TikTok, right? And then we're going to ask what to run. And then after that is TikTok Shop and Ads. And we're going to do a lot of case studies. So for what to run on chapter 2, we're going to talk about search arbitrage and lead generation. And then after that, TikTok Shop Ads will tell you exactly the blueprint that we're doing. And the last part is AdTiger media buying strategy. So let's start it off. So why TikTok? So let's just look at the quick metrics. So there's 325 million monthly shoppers in Southeast Asia and 150 million weekly buyers in US and Europe. So 75% of shoppers on TikTok agree that it's the go-to place to discover new brands and products, all right? So active engagement users, 64% of TikTok users have made a purchase from seeing advertisement and shoppable content. All right, and even doing the hashtag TikTok made me buy it drives over 7.5 billion in annual gross merchandise volume. So how to promote on TikTok, right? So the key thing is this. There's a lot of TikTok videos that's all organic, but it's not sufficient. Only 5% of new accounts, what we call cold start phase, only like ones that does less than 5K views, their live stream conversions drop to 2 to 3%. So the solution is, if you do paid ads, your targeting algorithm and increases your organic multiplier effect. It increases, your larger traffic pool and for your page recommendations. So the opportunities for TikToks, you have effective reach, engagement, diverse apps, all these things. I'm not going to go more into detail with it. And it's very easy to run. You select your marketing objective, set your budget, targeting, and bidding method, and then you upload your video, photo, or any creatives and your call to action, and then you review your campaign settings and then submit. So what do you want to run? Let's talk about search arbitrage. So basically, you want to profit from traffic cost disparities. This is one of the biggest things that's happening on TikTok right now. So search arbitrage is basically a business model that takes advantage of differences in traffic costs to make profit, including buying traffic from social media, native, display ads, then directing users to high revenue search sources, selling search ads results and profiting from the difference. It's like buy low, sell high. You can distribute Google's keyword advertising media buying demand either by AFS or AFD. So you might ask, what is AFS, right? AFS is AdSense for search. Basically, you already have a matured website, and AFD is AdSense for domain. So if you want to quickly test out search arb, you don't need to have a mature website. So the placement that we suggest is to use Pango. And this is how the structure, you should try it out if you're a new advertiser for arbitrage on TikTok. Campaign level, recommend to 1 to 3 campaigns, right? Objective, web conversion, budget, unlimited. It's not recommended to set a budget amount at a campaign level. So on an ad group level, I recommend to do 3 to 5 ad groups per campaign, placement bangle. Budget at 50 times the CPA, cost per acquisition. Usually the cost per acquisition for search arb is around $1. So your average spend is going to be around $50. So no less than $20. So maybe you can get like search arb CPAs at like 50 cents, but the magic nugget here is 50 times the CPA. Bidding, maximize conversation, cost cap, and attribution, 7-day clicks plus 1 day views. All right? And then creatives level, recommended to do 3 to 5 creatives and 1 to 2 ad copy per ad group. and then test both video and images. Video and images format, you need to do like vertical, not horizontal. It needs to fit the TikTok format. So how to approach keyword selection for search arbitrage for new advertisers, all right? So guidelines is prioritize keywords with high search volume tailored to characteristics. Top markets for search arb in the US. Geos, if you want to try it, is US, Japan, South Korea, Europe, and Southeast Asia. And just some keywords for US and Europe is marketing. In Japan and South Korea is finance, legal, insurance. In also US and Europe, property sales. And if you want to do Japan and Korea again as well, there's cosmetic surgery. And in Southeast Asia is health and wellness. So now let's talk about TikTok lead generation. So by using instant leads, users can leave TikTok and be redirected to a third communication app. So basically, users can initiate direct communication via private DMs. So this is the funnel right now. Right here, you can even do call. You have TikTok for your page, and then TikTok direct message for instant messaging apps. So what's the difference between if you get redirected to WhatsApp versus on TikTok itself? So TikTok lead ads effectively addresses advertisers' needs. So you can reach new customers. You can leverage TikTok community to discover new audiences. You can literally shorten conversation paths, and you can shorten your funnel, and you can enable two-way communication, allowing customers to quickly access the information they need to make decisions and take action so they can buy right away. And then instant lead qualification, you can filter and prioritize high intent leads in real time. And customer-centric engagement, everything is proactively engaged. TikTok is proactively engaging customers where they are building long-term relationships and maximizing lifetime value. So let's get into some case studies, right? Case study 1, Beauty Plus Clinic. So how an Indonesian beauty clinic engaged prospective customers with TikTok direct messaging apps using the lead generation. They drove 41% increase in monthly conversation. So the objective is this. Beauty Plus is an aesthetic clinic that offers facial and body treatments to customers using modern technology. So they've established multiple clinics across Jakarta in 2004, and they wanted to explore reaching new audiences on TikTok with a focus-driven engagement conversation using the in-app messages. So what we did in December, it was very early on last year, December 2024, they did a TikTok direct messaging ads campaign. It was launched and it was automated welcome messages and suggested questions, leveraging targeting cities to users above 25 years old in West and North Jakarta, and testing the effectiveness of allocating a daily budget of more than 20 times of historical cost per conversation. The results is less than 20% for month-to-month costs. Their conversion rates increased to higher than 29%, and their higher month-to-month conversations increased to 41%. Let's go into case study 2. All right? How a professional service company reduced cost conversations by 74%. So let's go to Latin America. Sorry, again, Indonesia, my bad. Objective, Hydro Clean Indonesia is an Indonesian specializing in home professional cleaning services, all right? And they wanted to launch a campaign that optimized for conversations. Again, lead generation is about using TikTok's DMs. And they directed customers to an external instant messaging apps for consultation and appointment booking. So for the campaign, what we did was They targeted women aged 25 to 54 in key Indonesian cities, and their creatives emphasized the warmth and professionalism of their services through, engaging tactics like ASMR videos, and the settings combined with optimizing conversations led up to 74% lower costs in conversation, and drove more qualified leads and sales opportunities for HydroClean. So again, we use Pancake, and the results is less than 74% cost per conversation, 30% conversation rate. And then the last one, let's talk about e-commerce. So everyone thinks it's like e-commerce is just, buy online and whatnot, but you can do lead generation with e-commerce. And here's a case study. So we worked with Baratico in Colombia, e-commerce business, offering a diverse range of products across fashion, home, basically watches, right? And they wanted to optimize towards conversations. Again, lead generation for TikTok is huge. Messaging is huge. And you can do it with, services and or e-commerce. And they directed customers to an external instant messaging app to drive customer acquisition rates. So this is what we did. For the campaigns, the audience was kept broad targeting both genders from age 18 and up in Colombia. The creatives highlighted the watch's unique selling points, such as waterproof feature and easy charging. So by emphasizing the benefits, the optimizing by conversion, conversation, not even conversion, conversation with the DMs, the achieve low cost per conversation was at 16 cents on TikTok in just 1 week as compared to 1 month on other media channels. This is the results, right? 16 cents per conversation. Conversions went up to 17%, and return on ad spend went up to 3x. So now let's talk TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is a unique shopper experience. So what you have over here on the left is the traditional way. It's like, going on AliExpress, Amazon, or Temu, or whatever. You buy and search. But TikTok Shop, it brings, seller goods in a unique experience. It's because you have live shopping, you have product showcase. It is influencer based. And that's the beauty of it. It's influencer based. If you can get UGC creators to help you do live content, you will make a lot of money with this. And I'll tell you the blueprint right now, right? So TikTok Shop has all these products. And just to give you a good, a quick rundown of the synopsis. So let's say for UAE, United Arab Emirates, what's selling really well is perfume, men's watches, hair and scalp treatments, mobile phones, right? In the US is perfume, casual dresses, shampoo, conditioners, cases, and screen protectors. In Indonesia and Southeast Asia, because, very different demographics, is you have t-shirts, perfume shirts, and crossbody and shoulder bags. So these are just certain policies that's not allowed. I'm not gonna go through all of this. Is weight loss medicines is unsupported. Prohibited products is like firearms, human body parts. This is actually from TikTok themselves. So counterfeit products is not allowed as well. So, I'm just here to show you that. So how to ensure performance. So just check the TNC of TikTok, right? And I just suggest I'm here to help you out. If you want suggestions on what to promote, we can help you promote that. But, this is not as important. And TikTok Shop policies. So this is very interesting. Restricted products are those that require prior approval from TikTok. This is what you call gray hat on TikTok. So what is allowed? So you may be required to pass a category approval process by submitting documents, certifications, testing reports, product or package images, and other regulatory documentation. And the good thing about this is that a lot of affiliates are lazy as hell. If you're able to submit all this documentation, you're going to be ahead of the game. So common products, right? Beauty products, electrical products, electronics, hazmat, batteries, media products, etc., etc. You can just take a picture of that. So let's go on to this. So how to sell restricted products on TikTok Shop. Dietary supplements, all right? Documents that required to sell dietary supplements. I'll give you the secret sauce. They're going to ask you a few things. This is straight up from TikTok. That they're going to ask you, hey, are you a manufacturer? Are you an importer? Are you a repacker? Are you a reseller? And then after that, what are you intending to sell? Beauty supplements, fitness supplements, vitamins, minerals, or wellness. And then they're going to ask you the documents. These are the main documents if you want to sell in the US. So a lot of supplement owners, they always ask me, I want to do TikTok. What do I need? This is literally the golden nugget that you need. You just need to have these documents, and then you can be ahead of the game. And this is what not to sell. Weight loss supplements and sexual performance enhancers, herbal supplements, testosterone boosters. No way. Now let's talk about TikTok Shop advertising. So TikTok Shop ads will use the products from your shop. So if you have an actual brand, you can showcase or a catalog that you choose and can be optimized for actions that is most valuable for your shop, right? So you have video shopping ads and then you have live shopping ads. It's very customizable and it's huge. And this is just the platform, product shopping ads. You can create ads and use products, images, information from your product. So if you really want to brand, you need to use this. When someone sees your ad on TikTok feed, and plus with the paid ads, it increases your algorithm to be showcased around the world. Now, this is the secret sauce, number 4, chapter 4, the ad tiger media buying strategy. I'm going to give you straight up metrics right now. Budget allocation strategy, testing phase, $30 to $50 per day, 5 to 10x your target CPA, right? You have to ensure your sufficient testing capacity is on point. Scaling phase, increasing stable ad groups to $100 to $200 per day at 20 to 30% daily budget increments. Ad group structure and quantity. Initial testing, I suggest to do 3 to 5 groups per product, testing different targeting. Interest and broad, you need to mix it up. And I'll have a case study after this. And have creative types. Creative configuration. 1 video per group for organic traffic to validate your own creatives. And then 1 to 3 videos per group for untested creatives. I know it's a lot for you to intake, so that's why I put a lot of information here, so you can download the PowerPoint. Next up, targeting strategy. This is what I call layered strategy, right? Broad targeting group, wide audience, so that you can reach and explore potential users. Interest groups, focus on core interests, beauty or nails. And then I will explain why this is important. It's why it's called layered strategy. It's because you need to mix and match broad targeting and interest targeting. And that's why in the next few slides, I want to give you a case study on how this works. Bidding and key metrics. Bidding method, prioritize cost caps, CPA. You need to control your CPA control. Supplement with minimum return on ad spend. Core KPIs. If your CTR is higher than 3%, you're good. But if it's less than that, you need to optimize your creatives so that if it's less than 1%, your 3 seconds in your creatives is the most important part for TikTok. All right? And if your conversion rate is higher than 5%, it's good. But if it's less than 3% conversion rate, then you need to work on your product page. You know? That's why you have all these other companies here that's gonna help you to optimize your product page. And yeah, these are the real metrics on TikTok. And your return on ad spend, people's be like, oh, if it's over 4x is good. No. On TikTok, your return on ad spend, you need to adjust based on your profit goals. It's always, a wave. It's up and down, all right? Scaling conditions. So let's say your return on ad spend is higher than 3. So as long as it's higher than 3 in 2 consecutive days, you can scale out. And scaling methods, you need to duplicate and increase your budgets, copy high-performing groups, and raise budgets by 20 to 30%. And then expand interests. You need to look more into the keywords in your interest groups, i.e. skincare, beauty tools, depending what you're trying to do. Okay? And then time optimization. This is so crucial. This is very, very, very crucial. When you launch your ads, you have to launch it at peak hours, 1800 to 2200 local time and your time, wherever you're going to promote your product or whatnot. 18 to 2200 hours is optimal peak. And then note, avoid frequent budget changes when you're doing your testing phase. At a minimum, you adjust your budgets very less, right? And if you're gonna scale out, I highly suggest you don't scale out more than 50% of your budget on your campaign. So creative iteration. So the first hook is very important. It's very simple. You guys know this already. The first 3 seconds, you need to hook them. 50%, just give you an example. 50% of users don't know this hack. And you know what? That's the reason why it's popular. You use that on TikTok, it's going to be great for you. It's always going to work. If you want to do UGC style of videos, just mimic the trends. The trends is always changing. That's why it's called a trend, right? So just an example, 30-day results reviews, and it'll increase your click-through rate 50%. A/B testing. You need to refresh 20% of your creatives weekly. Creatives is your heartbeat in TikTok. So every week, 20% of your creatives needs to be refreshed. It's so important. People don't realize this because they're lazy. And if you're lazy, you don't make money. So if you're not, you're going to be ahead of the game. Data-driven optimization. So once you have good creatives, reuse high conversion frames, 3 seconds to 5 second highlights. You guys are going to go over your shoulders, but 3 seconds or 5 seconds is your most important time frame in the video. Cut low efficiency groups. If your cost per 1,000 leads is higher than $20, you cut it. If your CTR's cost click-through rates is less than 3%, you cut it. Funnel fixes, right? It's very simple. Sometimes people ask me like, hey, I have such high CTRs but low conversion rates. Optimize product page. Add a trust badge and discounts. If you have a high cart abandonment, add coupons, pop-ups, or fix shipping costs. It's very simple. And then add combinations, pair live shipping ads, LSAs, kind of more advanced. But this is the case study that we have. So the client pain points is that low budgets, return on ad spend was high, but when increasing budgets to scale, right? When you increase budgets, profits goes down. Solution. This is now, I'm telling you, the hybrid strategy, the layered strategy I'm talking about. Test phase, cold start. Broad audience targeting and automatic bidding to increase volume and manual bidding to stabilize return on ad spend. I'm going to read it to you. That's why I put it all in here. Start with automatic bidding in the beginning to get an idea of the optimum bidding price. And this will increase sales volumes. Once you realize your bidding price, then you can switch to a manual bidding to stabilize your return on ad spend. So, and the interest target group is like nails or enthusiasts, females 18 to 30. And the results is this. The return on ad spend, we stabilize at 7x in ROAS from weekly orders from 200 to 5,000 orders. And the cost budget growth is 6 times from $150 to $1,000 per day. These are very, very simple metrics. The only thing is like, I'm just amazed that people don't really take this into consideration. Simple algorithms you can do, but just don't be lazy. Anyways, that's Ad Tiger. We are premier partners. 2017, TikTok is here, and then we got awarded all these things. What we offer, we do a lot of AI stuff and influencer marketing. And why us? Because we're pretty goddamn good. And here we go. Anyways, thank you guys so much.